T minus 1 minute. T minus 50 seconds. T minus 40 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Own it, own it, own it, Kong. I own it. It did.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet.
On the planet. Oh my God, another Monday night. It is the Monday Night Raw post show, of course, with the Salt Shakers, the dominating tag team here at Women's Wrestling Talk. And of course, I'm not alone. Santana, what's about tonight's episode?
Oh, I mean, it was a lot that's transpired tonight, gearing you up for Extreme Rules that's taking place this Saturday. I mean, the build-up, the ending of the show, the women carried.
The women did carry.
The women definitely carried the show this week.
They did. And this week, we're going to be very light on the men. So, here we are. We also have predictions at the end of the show. So, let's get down to it. Judgment Day. Kick us off, obviously. They have a match with, of course, Ray and AJ. I mean, pretty nice match. Of course, Finn and Damian get the win. Any thoughts?
It was a fairly good match. I mean, of course, you can see the teasing of Dominic still trying to get Ray to hit him. It's not still not transpiring, and Rhea takes advantage outside. And then, you see, because of course AJ Styles did take the pin, and you basically see Rey Mysterio try to go in, try to, I guess, console him, but AJ is just really not feeling it. He pushed Rey Mysterio down to the ground, and then, after the fact, he get his ass beat the hell up by Judgment Day once again, and he gets laid flat on the ground.
I don't know. Do you think AJ is going to join, though?
I don't think AJ is going to join. I think AJ is going to just he might turn heel, but he might just be his loner for heel wise. I don't think he's going to join Judgment Day. Nah. I think he's going to have some other people be alongside with him, but it's not going to be Rey Mysterio. But why everybody turning on Rey though? Like, what's the problem? What is the issue? Y'all need to leave that man alone, okay? First is a beanbag head ass son, and now the rest of y'all.
I don't know. I really don't know. We get to this. Obviously, Bobby and Mustafa Ali had a match later tonight, of course. And then it seemed like everybody's getting along in the bloodline without Jay.
Right. He is the problem.
He's the problem.
He is the problem.
He's
Everybody
really
is snickering and giggling, even Solo.
This is the first time I've ever seen Solo even crack a smile. Ever.
Everybody's having a good time until Jimmy is trying to,
Why are you like this?
Like, what's so funny? What y'all laughing at?
Why are you like this? What are you?
He comes up so damn mad. Like, he hates the fact that, Sammy waltzes his way up into this bloodline, being an
Yeah.
honorary Uso, and he's getting all the attention. Everybody's cracking jokes. They don't see no problem with Sammy. You know, Sammy's getting a lot of respect from Jimmy, from Paul Heyman, from Solo, from Roman. Something that Jay had to work for.
That is true.
And he had to work for it. Unlike Sammy. Sammy had to prove himself in various ways without having to be in a Hell in a Cell match with Roman Reigns or you know, be treated like he's beneath them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He didn't get that. Jay didn't really get his you know, like kind of special shirt the way Sammy got his special shirt.
That is true.
You know, so
I mean, he is the honorary Uso. So
yeah.
but of course they have a little encounter with the Street Profits who this is a different dynamic because this isn't the Street Profits versus the Usos.
No.
This is the bloodline. This is like the different combinations of the bloodline as well. But we move on, and then of course we get to this match, Mustafa Ali and Bobby Lashley. Of course, Bobby Lashley gets the win. That's now when I say that, I don't mean to downplay Mustafa Ali. However, I just don't see, like, I wouldn't look at this match and be like, Mustafa Ali's gonna get a win unless he's getting a big push or something like that, you know.
It was a great match, though. I mean, he didn't necessarily tap out; he just passed out.
Yeah,
you know, he never really necessarily quit. You know, the match just passed out.
Ended. Yeah. And then of course Seth Rollins. He's mad at everybody. Like, he is pissy.
Like, what? He's so sassy. Especially in his outfit tonight. Like,
this outfit is going
crazy. Girl, it was very much Willy Wonka and, you know, the Chocolate Factory.
I might have to feature Mr. Seth Rollins. We gotta get some.
We do. We definitely get our category situated.
Because the men have really been stepping up.
I think they want to feel included.
And the gear, like, yeah, I'm starting to see things. I'm like, okay, we can at least, yeah. But no, he was very sassy in this. And then, of course, him and Matt Riddle. Oh, Lord.
Cut jeans on.
Yeah, like, everybody's sassy.
Yeah, it is.
So, you know, this promo was just as good as Seth and Cody for their build. Seth, of course, brings up the kids, the child support. Oh my God, like, it's just crazy. And then, of course, Riddle decides to bring up Becky and bring up, you know, other things. And it got a little heated. He even said to that man, he was like, get it. He was like, bag up because your breath is kicking.
It might be that little rotten tooth back there, you know.
Wow.
Hey, listen.
That is just crazy. That's just crazy. In the midst of all that, we see this guy who's going to be the referee, UFC Hall of Famer Daniel Camuo. I don't know. I can't pronounce his name. But he will be the guest referee.
UFC Hall of Famer Daniel will definitely be the special guest referee orchestrator of the fight pit that takes place with Seth and Riddle.
Yeah.
Wow. It's gonna be quite interesting. You know?
It is, but enough about the men. This is Women's Wrestling Talk, of course. Now, Candice Lerae is just a week back, you know, from, well, really, I will say back because she never really got a main roster run. Yeah. But she runs into Bianca and Alexa and Asuka, of course, kind of giving her the nod for her match tonight with Dakota Kai. Now, this match was really good.
Yeah.
Really stellar. I thought that both of them looked equally. They're evenly matched,
Mm-hmm.
and I love a good match like that. I love to see two women be able to be so matched in the ring. What did you think about this match?
I mean, it's nice when you get to see the girls who came from NXT be have matches on the main roster, in front of like maybe a bigger crowd than what they, wrestled on down in NXT. And Dakota and Candice Lerae are no stranger to each other in the ring, and it was fairly good. It's shocking that Candice coming to the main roster, getting the win over Nikki ASH, in her debut, and come this week and she loses to Dakota, clean, sort of at that. And I mean, I don't think this devalues Candice LeRae, by no means necessary, but it's just kind of like, okay, well, where do we go from here? Because I mean, sooner or later, once we get to the end of the show, we're kind of feeling out maybe Candice LeRae might find herself walking into the Extreme Rules.
Oof.
She might.
She might be. Because anything, I mean, I don't know. I just think that with her, I don't think she's gonna stay babyface. Like, there's no part of me that's like, yeah, Candice is gonna be a top baby. No, absolutely not. I personally, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't like Candice LeRae as a babyface. I love a good heel turn, and I think this is the both for both of these women.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've always been a fan of Dakota Kai, but there was just something about the heel turn that just was like, wow, like,
yeah,
this can happen. Even with Bayley, like, I absolutely love the hugger. I think that is just, I don't know. I just loved it. Like, what she was talking, we'll get into that a little later, but
mm-hmm.
I felt that. So, I don't know. Like, Candice. But Dakota does walk away with the win, like you said, and I don't think it hurts Candice either. I think what it does is it pushes something to change.
Yeah.
Because you're building Dakota Kai as well.
Mm-hmm.
You can't let her get a loss either, to be honest.
Especially her being like I guess you can say tag champion.
Yeah.
I mean,
true. And then we see this, of course, Dexter in the back.
Consoling Miz.
Wow. Let me get to this match, of course. Johnny Gargano versus Otis. Now, I'm going to say this. This surprised the shit out of me.
Mm-hmm.
And I am very happy with this outcome. I know a lot of people aren't. Otis gets the win.
I wasn't expecting it at all.
I don't think a lot of people were. What? Any thoughts?
I mean, what can I really say? I mean, I wasn't expecting, Otis to get the win on Johnny at all whatsoever.
Right.
It's pretty much a shocker. Otis hasn't had a win in a while, to be exact. It's been a while.
And even if he has, I don't think he's like, I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you the last time Otis like won a match.
No, not at all.
I think I love
because he wins, but his partner loses.
Yeah. I absolutely love the Alpha Academy. Now immediately after Braun Strowman, of course, comes out with his match with Chad Gable, and it didn't take long. Even though Chad Gable's the better wrestler, but that's another thing. But again, enough about the men. This is women's wrestling talk. And this is where history is going to be made once again. Elimination Chamber will bring the first ever women's ladder match where the WWE Women's Championship will be contested in a ladder match for the first time. Bayley and Bianca together are again making history. And I think it's a very pivotal moment because this is your main event. This should be your main event. There's not the men kind of just breezing through. This should be your main event, definitely.
You would think, because I know some people are trying to say, oh, Liv and Ronda are going to have the main event at Extreme Rules. And it's like their feud is not even on the
they should open
same level or capacity as the way that Bayley and Bianca's feud has been going since SummerSlam.
Yeah.
It's nothing like
even before that, you know?
Even before, definitely even before that. But it is in regards to like now as well, the present.
Consistent.
Even with Liv and Ronda, one week you see Ronda, one week you see Liv. You don't necessarily see them together as one. You know, you don't necessarily see a consistent story happening between Liv and Ronda that makes you feel like, oh dang, this is gonna be the main event. With Bianca and Bayley having this ladder match as a stipulation, the first time one-on-one wise for women, this is definitely going to be your main event. The outcome is really going to be like icing on the cake. And it's not even about who necessarily wins the match. It's all about things that transpire within this match, to be exact.
Okay, I think I'm back. I personally think that there's just more. It's just more interesting. Now, if Liv beats, like, Liv should have put Ronda through the table, not Lacey.
It would have made more of an impact, but maybe Ronda would have got her ass up.
Yeah.
Did not sold that shit.
I mean, listen, I don't know if the cameras weren't quick enough tonight, but Jesus Christ.
They barely made
this. And
bro, Bianca is funny as hell. Like, like, I know what it's supposed to look like, but Bianca is a great seller. I tell you that. She was flopping like a damn fish that got kicked out the damn fish tank. And it's hilarious. Like, Bayley yanked the hell out of Bianca. Y'all gonna stop pulling her hair now. Yeah. Come on now. That's exactly what y'all advantage is to have the ability to pull Bianca's hair. If Bianca comes out at Extreme Rules with no goddamn hair on her head,
I would scream.
What you gonna pull now?
I would scream. Now, during the whole debacle between Bayley and Bianca, there was an attack on Asuka and Bliss by Iyo and Dakota. Mm-hmm. Shortly after, Miss Bliss is trying to find the camera angle and doesn't know when the hell she's supposed to read her lines. And then she finally looks into the camera and says that she wants Iyo tonight. Now, I didn't know this was going to be the main event. No idea. But I thought that was very interesting. Before we get back into the women, let's go back to the men for just a tad bit. We see this match. And I don't know. There was a lot of chaos. And honestly,
Jay and Sammy
having their argument while Solo's having his one-on-one match. And Solo really looked very impressive. Him and Angelo Dawkins, I really feel like had the match of the night. Well, one of the matches of the night, because I did like Dakota and Candice. But I just feel like Solo is becoming very impressive, and having someone like Sami Zayn on his side is hilarious. But of course, moving right along, Austin Theory, he needs a shave.
He ain't going through it.
He's really going through it. And then Edge cuts a promo. I don't have anything to say about this, honestly, because I just think it's the same thing every time.
But I think with Edge, though, I think that it's more so just letting it be known that, look, he doesn't want Ray to be involved Ray doesn't want to be involved at any chance he gets. I mean, and he just said that what it is, that, come Extreme Rules, he's going to make Finn Balor say, I quit.
Yeah.
He is. And still to this day, I think Edge still cuts one of the best promos ever, to me wise. Like, he's just really good at his promos. Yeah, he's in the corner like a child, but I just think Edge is cool. He probably gonna lose come Saturday. He will. But
if he beats Finn,
I feel like they need to up the stakes though. Somehow, some way, he's gonna have to try to figure out how he's gonna get rid of Judgment Day. And why not start out with Finn, get rid of him. Somehow get rid of Rhea. Ray's gonna punch the shit out of Dominic, and then you just got Damian Priest left.
That's true.
So there's gonna be a lot of different elements and breaking down moments within them.
Yeah.
But we'll definitely get to that.
We will. Next week on the season premiere of Raw, we will be here to discuss Roman Reigns and the Bloodline. Lord Jesus, I cannot believe we have to talk about them.
No, we don't. 2
We
seconds.
really don't.
2 seconds. They here. Bye.
That is true. But next week, also on the season premiere of Raw, the Salt Shakers will be here to discuss Bobby Lashley versus Seth freaking Rollins for the United States Championship. Any early predictions on this?
All thing I can say is season premieres never go well for champions that walking into season premieres, i.e. Kofi Kingston at that.
Wow.
So, I mean, maybe Seth wins the title, or maybe Mustafa Ali. Maybe it really all depends on how Extreme Rules go between Seth and Riddle. Does Riddle try to find his way into ruining Seth's life again, or does Mustafa Ali, kind of cause himself this match because he did curse on him for no freaking reason?
True. We'll see. And then, of course, the match that I'm a little more excited about than anything. Season premiere, Raw, Johnny Gargano versus Austin Theory. This is about to snap. Like I'm actually really hope it opens up the show, to be honest. And then, of course, 25 years of DX. Wow.
Are you ready?
Fuck no. Next week, Barclays Center.
I say, are
going
you ready?
Not, definitely not. And then last but not least, before we get into our predictions, of course, Alexa Bliss challenging Iyo Sky with Bianca on her side, and of course, Bayley and Dakota on the side of Iyo Sky, sorry. Yikes. I don't even think I've said her name wrong.
No, you haven't. It's the first time.
It's the first time. I like Iyo Sky better though. I really do. I love the spelling. I love I like it. But of course she gets the victory. You can, but you don't want to make either one of these people look, like too not weak, Now this is what's very interesting. At the end of the night, Jesus Christ, we see Damage Control holding all of the gold. This is a very interesting way to end and go into Extreme Rules. And with that being said, we'll get back to this a little later. But of course, it's time. Welcome everyone. It is prediction time here with the Salt Shakers. So excited tonight. We have traveled all over the state to bring you the best predictions that we think will happen this Saturday, October the 8th, at Extreme Rules. First match we do have is Drew McIntyre versus this creepy ass man, Killer Cross. I really, to be honest, I really don't even know who to go for.
Well, I have my prediction.
I really don't. I'm really okay. I'm just gonna go out on a limb. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's crazy.
I don't care, but Drew.
I would never even think in a million years you'd pick Drew.
So here's the thing. I'm not the biggest fan of Drew McIntyre, but I will tolerate him a lot.
I can't do it, honestly.
You
I
rather
really,
look at Karrion Kross?
absolutely.
That's depressing.
I know, it really
Like
is.
a fucking cop.
Next up, he actually does look. That's,
It's like a fucking part.
oh, this really has to happen, honestly.
We might be on the same.
And please, you guys listening at home, please let us know what you think as well. We want to know. In 3, 2, 1. Oh, the salt shaker's on the same page there.
That's what I said. We might be on the same page for this one.
Probably one and done there. Don't forget, you guys, we will also have predictions for Bound for Glory on Thursday night, so make sure you come and join us for Impact Wrestling 2. Oh.
Lee. Ooh, Lordy.
I think with this, we were pretty quick on this one.
We were, but I
So
don't think it's
whoever-
the same people, though.
I don't think so
I think
either.
we voted for the same people.
I don't think so either, honestly.
Why?
In 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah.
I knew it.
There's no way.
Absolutely no way. It was the same
I just-
people.
I think Seth has really he surprised me with some of his victories. So I think Riddle is actually going to lose and take some time off, and then I think Seth is going to go on to Monday Night Raw after his win from Riddle and defeat Bobby Lashley. Honestly,
Well, that is possible, but like sad things can happen where, it's maybe a little bit of interference and maybe he just don't lift the card.
I only say Seth because he would look weak heading into the US Championship match. Oh my God, it's Stephanie!
Hello.
Hello. I want Riddle to win, but I think Seth will win. I do too, honestly. But let's move on. Okay. Okay. I know who's gonna win this one. There's no way in hell. There's no way in hell there's gonna I love you to death, but there's no way in hell they're winning.
I don't know what you think. I'm never gonna go against my mind, okay?
3, 2, 1.
I don't care. As long as I get to see that, as long as I get to see Pete Dunne / Butch when I go to SmackDown, that's all I care about.
That's it. The last 2 matches that we'll do before we get out of here are going to be the women's matches. Now, you're more than likely going to see us have our predictions again on Friday night, so don't be surprised. So if you missed it here, you might get it twice. And you might even get more matches, honestly. Let's see. Oh. Justin says 100%. Santana found an English in West Indian in like 2 seconds. That's so crazy. In 3, 2, 1.
Oh, look at that. Listen. Like I said before, I just felt like it's kind of weird to have Ronda really win that little match there to face Liv Morgan, win again and lose. There's absolutely no way. Like, that would be fucking stupid for her to have her win and have her lose again. Literally.
Either way, I'm gonna laugh.
To
Like, I don't really care what happens, to be honest. I'm gonna laugh either way. It's gonna be the funniest shit ever. Like, if Liv retains, it's gonna be funny, and then Ronda wins, it's gonna be funny. Like, either way, it's gonna be funny as shit. Like, I've never gone into a match and felt like I'm winning either way. Like whatever happens, happens. Because honestly, I don't have a dog in this fight. There are some dogs in this fight.
I don't care about either of them.
I feel like it's a Chihuahua and like a pit bull or something. And I honestly think that there's gonna be a German Shepherd that comes out and picks Liv up and puts her on that pit bull and 1, 2, 3. And then if Liv wins, I'm telling you now, I'm gonna be very honest. Liv, catch your fucking days, because if Charlotte Flair does not go for Bianca Belair, someone is going to get your title. Like, you're not gonna go like, I swear, if Liv Morgan, like,
like, who will be another opponent for her?
If Liv Morgan honestly holds the title into WrestleMania, I swear I'll pull all my hair out.
I would leave SmackDown if
like, honestly, like I really, and then if she comes to Monday nights, I swear, like,
I'm not talking about her.
It's crazy. Liv, you've had really, like, this reign is just, it's really bad. And I don't want Ronda. I really don't want Ronda to win. I don't. I really don't. However, it's so like, you can't even, like, who in the hell are you gonna transition? What you gonna let Schultze come out with a fucking tank? It's so crazy. Like, I don't know. Ronda, whatever. I'm gonna laugh. Whoever wins. I hope you guys, like, really, like, take each other out. Like, honestly, I hope you guys, like, I cannot wait to see the match.
It's gonna be the worst match on the match card.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
The main event, ladies and gentlemen.
The true main event, honestly.
Hey.
This is pretty obvious. If you watch the show, you're gonna know who to vote for.
Liv became the first woman from Raw to SmackDown to cash in on SmackDown Women's Champion, because rumors was a certain somebody thought the SmackDown Women's division wasn't good enough for anybody to beat Ronda. Well, Liv Morgan is no better.
I really, like, honestly.
And now they really don't have anyone, I mean, really in the SmackDown division that they really can make it seem as if, like, I mean, Liv Morgan is very beatable. She's beatable. She's a beatable champion. That's the thing. She could be beaten if booking want her to.
Absolutely. And here we are. 3, 2. Put your forwards in the air. We're gonna see what happens. Those are all predictions. You will see us again soon with more predictions. With that being said, there might be a post show for Extreme Rules. We won't be there, but we will gladly tell you guys what we think about everything that happened at Extreme Rules on Monday. Don't forget, we are back on Thursday. We have an amazing take-home episode for Impact, for Bound for Glory, so we'll give you predictions then, and then we'll be here Friday night really late. So for Friday night, we're doing a 4-way. The Turnbuckle Glam crew is gonna come in. We're gonna do SmackDown. We're gonna do AEW Rampage. We're gonna do Battle of the Belts, and then we're gonna do Bound for Glory.
Yeah.
All together. No more QR codes is crazy. Yeah, that was just.
They have a lot. They honestly, tonight's show, they were really putting in not just the QR codes, but a lot of different things were happening on the screen.
Yeah.
In different segments, promos. There's a Fiend guy dressed as a Fiend out there. There's a lot of things that were really happening.
And they kept cutting the camera like really quick.
So it's like, I don't know what they're trying to do, but something has to transpire this Saturday for Extreme Rules.
I'm excited.
There has to be something happening.
Yeah.
Like, there's absolutely no way that you guys can continue to create all these different QR codes with these different quests and things like that and not have an outcome. So
Well, it'll be interesting to see if like Bray Wyatt gets his own group, like Dexter Loomis.
What if he's a real leader of Judgment Day?
I wouldn't mind it, but I wouldn't mind him going. I wouldn't mind seeing him go after them, because I just feel like we could get the Fiend versus. Well, I don't know if he's gonna come back as a Fiend anyway, but we can get Bray Wyatt versus like the Demon.
Hopefully, in like purple and black.
Child,
that would be everything.
Everything.
Praise the Lord.
Ooh, praise God. Well, that was Monday Night Raw post show, you guys. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We will be back, like I said, on Thursday and then Friday again, and then no Turnbuckle Glam on Sunday. Yeah, we have an exciting. We just dropped an interview with Maria Kanellis that was done by Katrina, and then we have an amazing interview dropping in the morning from another knockout. So
we do.
Can't wait for you guys to see it. And yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. Thank you guys for staying up late with us. Thank you for supporting. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, TikTok, all the social medias. We are live on Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch. So make sure you follow, share, and like everything. And of course, you've been rocking with the best, the Salt Shakers, with Women's Wrestling Talk, of course, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. And I'm going to be honest, Santana always says it, so I'm just going to say you can Google us at this point. You can Google Women's Wrestling Talk too. Check out the website
Women's
as well.
Wrestling.
Are you cutting us off early? Dang. Listen, Fiend, don't come up in here with that mess now. Do not come up in here with your QR codes messing up our show. Now, I know we called you out on it, but do not come in here messing up our show. Okay. Get your QR cards out of here. Rhea, here we go.
All right, y'all. We got to get out of here. And as our CEO would say, ciao.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet.